Hello, everybody, and you are watching live from ESPN here from the Philadelphia XFL/USFL Hangout here for the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft. So, for those who are not familiar with this event will tell us who will be in Tommy Ferrari's wedding party during his wedding and his bachelor party, which will be both in 2023, with the wedding being on July 29th. Millions of young men have worked their whole lives to achieve this dream, but tonight, a select few will get to have the honor of being in this group. With the first pick, we will have Tommy Ferrari make the selection, followed by second, Tommy Ferrari. Third pick comes to us again from Tommy Ferrari. Fourth, with a pick swap from Brooklyn, we also have Tommy Ferrari from a 2016 trade. Picks 5 and 6 come from a deal with the Miami Dolphins from the 2019 draft, again going to Tommy Ferrari. And the final 2 picks, of course, will be from Tommy Ferrari. For these young men, their lives will change forever tonight. Let's go to the commissioner to see who the first pick of this draft will be. With the first pick in the Tommy Ferrari 2022 Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects best man Peter Ferrari out of Brooklyn, New York. Well, for those who've been following along, this was not a surprise pick. Every draft board, every expert, everyone you talked to heard that Peter was going to be the pick as the best man, but nonetheless, still must be exciting for him to hear his name called. Let's turn to our draft expert, Mel Kiper, to see how he feels about this pick. Mel? Thanks, Chet. Peter here, the best man, really was not a surprise. By the way, this is Mel Kiper, if you couldn't tell by my blue sweater. I love this pick. For everyone who's been following this, it was very obvious. I know there's some rumors that maybe some famous actors or athletes win the running for this position, but there really wasn't any doubt. Those were all smoke screens, just by their teams trying to get everyone nervous. Peter is a director at KPMG in consulting firm. Tommy's older brother. They've done everything together. I think Peter's guitar playing could play a big role in both of these days. It doesn't, again, you're not looking for what you think you need. You might need something that you don't even know that you need. And I think Peter brings a lot of great skills to the table. He's been a great brother, Tommy, and I think he is the clear choice, and he will be a great leader of this whole group. With the second pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects Groomsman Tim Logan out of Manhattan, New York. Again, if you're following this process, it's not a surprise pick. Tim Logan was the next logical choice for this team. For them, you never know still, these guys, they all get nervous, just like the rest of us, but when you hear that name called, it really is a special moment. So we're going to turn to our NBA draft guru, Mike Wilbon, to see how he feels about this selection. Hey, studio. Hey, guys, this is Mike Wilbon. Definitely don't read too much of my appearances, and it's definitely not because Chet couldn't think of who he's throwing it to and didn't realize what he would look like. So I'm just Mike Wilbon, so let's go with that. Tim, here's a very logical selection. Listen, people think for a bachelor party that you want rowdy, you want aggressive, you want cocky, dominant. I don't think that's what this team needs. This team needs team players who are willing to go with the flow, who are important to Tommy, who he wants to have fun with. And I think Tim brings exactly that. Tim is an accountant in New York City at an accounting firm, I'm sure. Our stat guys aren't quite giving it to me as fast as I would like them to. Delaware grad, one of Meg's brothers. I think this is a really, really great pickup. I think it was the next logical choice, and I think he's going to make a really, really great addition to this team. With the third pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects Groomsman Brendan Logan out of Baltimore, Maryland. Again, this was a pretty unsurprising pick. The third family member / future family member of the groom for this wedding party draft. Brendan was the clear choice here at number 3. We're going to send it over this time to Mel Kiper to see who he feels about the pick. Mel? Thanks, Chet. Brendan Logan, head of partnerships at Sharp Rank, one of Meg's brothers. This was clearly a selection that Tommy needed to make, and I'm glad he got it done early before someone else swooped him up for this event. Brendan is a Towson guy, Baltimore guy, excuse me. Really great guy to have in the group, always willing to lend a helping hand, very easy to get along with, very welcoming. And I think that'll serve him very well with this group. I think they got a steal here with just the third pick. With the next pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects groomsman Andrew Oliver out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Well, for those fans from Exton, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, and even some of our Temple Owls, and maybe some Elon Phoenix as well, we'll be happy to see that Andrew getting selected here. A logical choice. We're going to have the Rice to Ricky Sanchez's Mike Levin tell us a little more about why this was the next pick for Tommy Ferrari. Mike? Hey guys, Mike Levin here from the Rice to Ricky Sanchez podcast. Thanks for throwing it to me from the studio chat. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I think this is a great pick. Andrew, for those who don't know, social studies teacher out of Philly, grew up with Tommy, next door neighbors, stayed friends, now live together in Philly. I think this is going to be great for the vibes. I think Andrew's extensive football knowledge could come in handy. I know it's not a direct application to bachelor parties or weddings, but you never know. And I think it's really going to be a great asset to the team. And I think they got a steal here at such a low pick, quite frankly. With the next pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Groomsmen draft, Tommy selects Liam Mulvaney out of Jenkintown, Pennsylvania. Well, we knew some Scranton guys would be coming off the board at some point tonight. We didn't quite know when. Different mock drafts had this order going a little differently. But here, Liam Mulvaney is selected as a groomsman. We're going to throw it to Royals expert Tony Kornheiser. Tony, how do you feel about this pick? What up, guys? It's Tony Kornheiser again. Don't bother looking at what he looks like if you forget. Definitely wasn't just thought of in the moment. So I am Tony Kornheiser, resident Scranton expert, wearing my Scranton sweatshirt so you can tell I am. Here to talk about Liam Mulvaney, the first Scranton guy off the board here. We knew that he would probably go off the board at some time. We weren't sure of the ordering of this, but excuse me. But yes, a clear choice here. Tommy's college room for 4 years, occupational therapist in the Philly area now. Just a stand-up guy, knows a lot about Bitcoin, which I think could really be an X factor here. And I think he's going to really find a great niche here on this team. With the next pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects Chris Monaco out of Toro Dental School in New York. Well, the next grand guy has come off the board, Chris Monaco out of Toro Dental School, which is located, fun fact, in the state of New York. We'll turn it again to Scranton expert Tony Kornheiser. Not sure why he's a Scranton expert, but apparently we've decided he is. So, Tony, how do you feel about this pick? And it's the Corn Man bringing you this pick, Chris Monaco, dental student at Toro Medical School from New Jersey, currently residing, I believe, in Westchester, New York, or around there. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think this is another clear choice. One of Tommy's first friends at orientation. Knows a lot about teeth, which I think could be useful in this group. You need people with different sets of skills that you just never know how you're going to tap into. And I think the teeth could really be important here. And I think that makes Chris a great addition to the squad. With the next pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects Brian Lloyd out of Queens, New York. Another Scranton grad off the board. Brian Lloyd out of Scranton, Pennsylvania, and now Queens, New York. We'll throw it to Tony, the Corn Man Kornheiser, for him to break down this pick. Corn horn. Cut here, stop, and action. Kornheiser here again to break down this pick. Brian Lloyd out of Queens, New York. Fun fact, he's from Queens. He still lives in Queens. one of Tommy's friends at the end of college. They're known for their wild weekends in Philadelphia. I will just leave it at that. Let's just say it involves a lot of this video game, Grand Theft Auto. I'm just doing my producers tell me. I've never heard of this. But I think Brian has a diverse set of skills here. His comedy will come into play. And I think also his gentle side will be really important in this group. And I think it'll make a nice, well-rounded unit that will have a great time at all these events. What up? It's the commissioner still, making selection here from Aurora Borealis. Feel like getting outside for this pick. And with the next pick in the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft, Tommy selects groomsman Jim Kavanaugh out of Queens, New York. And with the last and certainly, well, maybe not least pick, Tommy selects Scranton grad out of Queens, New York, Jim Kavanaugh. Jim will be the last player off the board, and we will once again turn to Tony Kornheiser to see how he feels about this pick. What's up, guys? It's the K-Dog, Tony Kornheiser again. I'm here to talk about this pick of Jim Kavanaugh. I think there's a lot of people to say about Jim, but having had the chance to sit down with him and do an interview, which may or may not be released. I got to talk to Jim as experience being an off-campus ambassador during his time at the University of Scranton. This is the experience he and Tommy shared. Jim said, being an off-campus ambassador changed my life. I don't know if I'd be the man I am standing today before you if it were not for the off-campus ambassador program. It's experience that formed my life, and I'm very glad I had it. Guys, enough said. That concludes the 2022 Tommy Ferrari Wedding Party Draft. Thank you all for tuning in, and congrats to these young men. They will be receiving some of their team merch in the near future, so they should definitely send Tommy their addresses so he can figure out where to mail those, or if he's going to be seeing them in the future so he can just hand it to them. We once again want to thank our sponsor, the Philly XFL/USFL Hangout. Listen, I'm a big XFL USFL fan myself. If you guys are too, you will want to come to this spot. They are experts on everything XFL, USFL, NFL, AFL, AAF. Any sport that you want to watch or have your beer in Philly, please stop by the Philly XFL/USFL Hangout. Tell them we sent you from the Tommy Ferrari 22 Wedding Party Draft, and you will get 50% off a 6-pack of Miller Lite if you use promo code DRAFT. Use promo code DRAFT, get 60% off your 6-pack of Miller Lite. Thanks for tuning in again, everyone. And once again, congrats to all these young men on the honor of a lifetime. Hey guys, now I'm just being myself. On a serious note, hope you all say yes. It'd be a real honor for me if you all would share in this big moment with myself and Meg. I'm very excited. If you choose to say yes, I'm very excited to spend the bachelor party and the whole wedding and share it all with you. More to come, again, if you say yes. Details about bachelor party and everything like that. But yeah, hope you do. I say yes, and thanks everyone for watching the end. If you made it to this point, really appreciate it. Peace.